Welcome to Our Relationship, where OP's gold digger girlfriend was in a relationship with a boy online. When she went to meet him, her online boyfriend turned out to be a criminal, and he and his friend assaulted her. Now, OP's is begging him to continue the relationship with her. I am a 39-year-old male businessman who runs a restaurant chain in New York, currently operating 3 restaurants. No brand name to protect my privacy. My physical appearance is not very good, and I don't possess the chiseled features or striking looks that society often celebrates. Despite my lack of striking looks, I have done well in my life, perhaps better than many of my colleagues who possess attractive physical features. However, when it comes to romantic relationships, I lack confidence. In high school, I had feelings for one of my female friends, but couldn't gather the courage to propose to her. She eventually entered a relationship with someone else, leaving me heartbroken. After that, I didn't think of proposing to any girl until 2018. In 2018, my restaurant had a vacancy for a manager. When we ran ads for the position, many candidates came for interviews, but we were not finding a standout candidate until a girl named Emma, 31-year-old female, appeared. She is a very attractive young lady with excellent communication skills. Considering these factors, we hired her. Now, I realized the halo effect was involved in her hiring. After some time, she seemed dedicated to the restaurant. Due to her apparent loyalty, I started getting closer to her. I gave her some unwarranted praise and later promoted her to chief manager. Eventually, we started going out for dinner. Despite my lack of confidence in approaching women, I decided to propose to her because she was an employee of my restaurant, thinking it might give me an advantage and lead to a romantic relationship. One day, I proposed to her on my knees, and she promptly accepted my proposal. I was overjoyed because it was the first time I had come in a relationship, and before we left the restaurant, I had already made all our future plans. We had a very good relationship until all branches of my restaurant were closed due to the COVID-19 pandemic in March 2020. Although the government gave a green signal for the reopening of restaurants and hotels, I couldn't reopen 2 of mine because I had spent a lot of money during the lockdown, paid off some loans, and didn't have enough money to reopen them while maintaining the pre-pandemic standards. I didn't want to lower the standard of my brand, so I chose to close down 2 locations. My excessive spending during the lockdown was also influenced by the psychological consequences of the pandemic. At that time, it felt like life was coming to an end, and there was no future in sight. As my business declined, so did my relationship with my girlfriend. Previously, we had regular dates, and she even used to stay at my place for weeks. However, after I lost 2 restaurants, her behavior towards me changed drastically. She stopped meeting me after work hours and visiting me often. She became preoccupied with her phone and started arriving late to work. When I asked her about her changed behavior, she said that there was nothing serious. When I inquired about her phone usage, she mentioned that she had met some Italian friends through social media and occasionally talked to them, which kept her busy on the phone. Despite having doubts and conflicting feelings, I didn't press further because I was afraid of damaging our relationship. She had already provided an explanation for her phone usage, and at that time, I had no option but to trust her, perhaps blindly. In 2021, I won a jackpot of $1 million USD from Mega Millions. I was ecstatic, and it reinforced my belief in luck and unseen forces. So, I decided to open a new restaurant and invested some of the money into the existing one I was running at the time to maintain its pre-pandemic standards. When my girlfriend came to know about the lottery I had won, she also became very happy. And over the following month, I noticed that the frequency of my girlfriend's visits had increased. It was kind of surprising for me. When I thoroughly analyzed her behavior during our time together, I realized that our relationship was somehow dependent on my financial stability. However, I didn't find her to be a gold digger, as some of my friends thought. I told myself that if she was a gold digger, she would have dumped me when I lost my business. She was not a gold digger because she remained with me even after that setback in my life. Many of my friends suggested that I end the relationship with her, but I refused and decided to continue our relationship because I could not bear to see our bond shatter. The reality is that all of us pursue money in some way. If she desired a wealthy future husband, I saw no issue with that. I believe that infidelity is the only ultimate deal breaker in a relationship, and I had no proof that she was cheating on me, even though I had some doubts about it when she used to remain busy on her phone. To strengthen our relationship further, we decided to spend some time together, far from the rushed city and hectic work routine. So, we planned a 3-week trip to Europe, and decided to visit Switzerland, Hungary, Denmark, Ireland, and Italy. I covered all the expenses because I earn more and wanted us to have a stress-free trip. Just before sunset, we flew to Ireland from Kennedy Airport, and late at night, we were in Europe. After visiting all the countries we had decided to visit, we reached Italy. Everything was going well until the last day, when my girlfriend dropped a bombshell. She wanted to stay longer in the company of her Italian friends, whom she knew through social media. This caught me off guard, as she didn't discuss it with me beforehand, and it was particularly alarming for me because she wanted to stay in Italy alone. I told her that she should avoid staying with male friends whom she had never met before. In response, she accused me of lacking trust in her. When she insisted repeatedly, I asked her to let me meet her friends so that we could ensure they were not scammers or criminals. However, she was not ready to let me meet them. I told her about many social media scams in an attempt to convince her not to stay in Europe alone. However, she didn't agree and remained adamant, which led to a heated argument between us. I told her that she had spoiled our trip, and we didn't get what we had come for, the peace of mind and relief from a hectic routine. After the fight, I went out of the hotel for a while to calm myself down. After some time, I returned and told her that if she wanted to extend her trip, I had no problem, and that I was leaving. When I told her this, she asked me to pay for her return ticket, which I refused, saying that if she wanted to extend her trip, she should be financially independent to support her own activities. As a result of my refusal, she blamed me for being selfish and unsupportive. We had an argument, which could have escalated into a fight again if I were not running late. As I had a flight at 1 p.m., I rushed to the airport, leaving her at the hotel alone. I arrived home late at night and overslept in the morning. When I woke up, I saw 30 missed calls from my girlfriend, which surprised me. When I called back, a policeman answered. When I inquired about her, the policeman informed me that some African illegal immigrants in Italy had forcefully assaulted Emma during the night and left her unconscious on a farm. The policeman also mentioned that the criminals had been arrested and had confessed to their crime. I was shocked to hear all this, and I left for Italy soon. When I reached the hospital, my girlfriend had recovered from unconsciousness. After seeing me, she hugged me and started crying. Later on, the police told us that the criminals had been using fake identities for scamming people and assaulting women, and the police ensured that they would be punished as per the law. I sympathized with my girlfriend at that time, but the question arose as to why she met her male friends in my absence and why she didn't let me meet them. So, without letting my girlfriend know about it, I requested the police officer to let me meet the criminals. Initially, he was hesitant, but he allowed me to meet them when I requested him repeatedly. When I met their gang leader, I asked him what his relationship with my girlfriend was on social media. He told me that he used a fake ID and credentials of a rich, handsome guy to approach my girlfriend. When they became friends on social media, he proposed to her, which she accepted. Now he had invited her to come see him so that they could discuss their future together. To cut the story short, my girlfriend wanted to stay in Italy alone because she wanted to meet her online boyfriend and discuss their marriage. In other words, she was cheating on me. I didn't tell my girlfriend that I had met her online boyfriend. After her discharge from the hospital, we left for the USA. Upon reaching home, I told her the whole story and said that I wanted a breakup because I can bear anything but not cheating. She started weeping and apologizing for what she had been doing and promised me that she would never think of cheating on me. When she started pushing too much, I asked her to give me some time to think it over. Honestly speaking, I don't want to live with her anymore, but I didn't break up with her right away because she was already suffering from the pain of the assault she had endured. However, sometimes I think everyone deserves at least one chance. What do you think? What should I do now? I think OP should part ways with his girlfriend because cheating and gold digging seem to be ingrained in her nature. If OP forgives his girlfriend, I am sure she will cheat on him again. What do MacReddit fans think? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like the stories I brought you, just hit the like button, share them as much as you can, and don't forget to subscribe to MacReddit for a daily dose. Bye bye, see you tomorrow with some more spicy fries.